Donnie boy.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
I
I
am
just
so tired.
yo, same here. But that's all right. We got we got this talk to do and then I'm going right to sleep because we got work tomorrow.
Yup, yup,
All right.
yup.
All right, so let's get right into it cuz we probably both got a lot to say about this. I know you asked me earlier. Well, go ahead. You asked the question.
Okay, wait, we're questioned, but is my avatar's mouth moving right now?
Of course.
Okay, because my phone screen is locked, so I was just worrying. I was wondering if it still moves even if you're not like on the app.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it still moves.
Okay. Well, anyway, so I came up with today's talk about if you were trapped on an island with a killer, what would you do to survive?
I think that's a pretty good question. It reminds me of that old story, The Most Dangerous Game, of the guy that hunts people. But yeah, so all right, this is, um, and I didn't do any like survivalist research or anything because I wanted to kind of be surprised with this. I tried to just put it out of my mind. So I think for me, because it's not like the movie Castaway, right, where you're stranded on an island, nobody else is around you, you can kind of get like shelter or whatever. You're on there with somebody that's trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to be in fucking panic mode at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I'm trying to think. I guess the first thing I do is try to make a weapon, right? So do they have a weapon? I'm assuming,
Uh,
or you
yeah,
guys both no weapon. They have a weapon.
they have a weapon.
So what are we talking? Like a knife? I'm assuming. Like
Let's make
they're
it a
hunting you.
spear.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is go make a spear. I'm gonna grab a big branch, not too big, but something sharp, and try and sharpen it on some rocks. Do the best I can. Um, yeah, I mean, typically I'm not a very aggressive person, but I guess in that situation, somebody's trying to kill you. They're hunting down, so you gotta get aggressive. Yeah, so I guess I'd cover myself in mud um, to make sure I blend in with my surroundings. I'd make my
Mm-hmm.
own like spear slash dagger, and I don't know, like I feel like I would try to hide like in some woods, but at the same time, that's gonna create less visibility for me to
For
see
you.
the killer, right? Because like
Right.
I would try to find. Okay, I think I think for me, the best thing to do would be try to find like a cave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's on this island or whatever, but let's just say it's like an island with caves and forests and everything. I would try to find a cave and put my back up against a wall, but also remain in the darkness. And that way I know nobody can sneak up behind me. Um, and that way maybe I could look out to from the entrance of the cave if anybody's going to come in so that I can plan my
Okay.
attack, my counter attack, and yeah, try and kill this person. I get yeah, I'd say maybe that's like that's the best way to go about it because like I don't think you'd really have much time to set up like booby traps and stuff, right?
No, not
Because
really. And not really that many
basically,
resources either.
right, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like if you watch like Predator, like they set up like booby traps and all kinds of cool shit, and they make them out of sticks and rocks and stuff, and it's really cool. But it's like if let's just say the two of you are dropped on this island, like somebody's got it, some rich psychopath is like, hey, I know this person's a serial killer and this person's a normal person. I'm gonna drop you two on an island and see, what you can do. Then like,
Hunger Games
you
style.
probably, yeah, exactly. Then you're probably not gonna have enough time to really create booby traps or anything. But I think, yeah, camouflaging yourself, right? Creating a weapon, and like for me at least, I think having my back against a wall is probably the smartest thing if it's one person. If there's multiple people chasing you, it's probably a bad idea because you can get cornered a lot easier. Like in Night of the Living Dead, that's like the big argument there. All right, Donnie. Now, what would you do if you were trapped on an island with a serial
Okay,
killer?
so for me, I'm gonna take a page out of Katniss Everdeen's book, and I'm gonna climb up a tree.
Okay.
And you know how she climbs up in a tree and everyone's just waiting for her to come down? Like, some people
Yeah.
aren't really patient. So I would just sit in the tree the entire time, and they would probably maybe try to throw the spear at me or maybe climb up. And if they would climb up, I would kick them in the face so that they could fall down.
Yeah.
And then I could like fall on top of them and kill them. Or if I can't climb the tree, then I would try to find like, I don't know, somewhere I could hide and try to ambush them from the back. So kind of like the opposite, how you don't want anyone to come for your back, I want to come for their back. So maybe go like lead them in a direction where they think I'm gonna go, but I'm actually not there, and I can sneak up behind them and kill them.
How would you lead them in another direction? Like, what are you gonna like leave like trails of your clothing, like ripped clothes or something?
Yeah, like rip like little pieces, like just not something that's like super obvious that I know, like that they know that it's a trap, but like little things like I dropped maybe like say there was a banana on the island or something, leave a banana
Yeah.
peel hidden somewhere, or
Yeah,
like
that's a good idea. Like eating food, like you
yeah,
would throw it somewhere.
or like
That's
if
a
I
good
felt
idea.
like feet, like obviously you're gonna do like little footprints, and then I would find something to cover up my footprints so that it's not as obvious.
That would be
Maybe I
hard.
could make a bow.
Trying to cover your own footprints is really really difficult and time consuming.
It is, because then I would have to be careful where to step. But you know what you can do is walk back in your own footprints.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, because you could like if you lead your footprints up to, let's say, a cave, and then you're like, all right, now I'm gonna walk back in my own footprints, and then you go hide up in a tree kind of near the cave. Then yeah, like, though it'll make it look like you ran into the cave when really you're hiding in a tree. Yeah, I think the hiding in the
Exactly.
tree is a really good idea. The only problem is like, then you're literally stuck. You're stuck for a while. So if the person is patient, like you could eventually you could say they wait at the bottom of the tree and they have water with them, and you're now dying of dehydration, uh, no food,
Yeah, that's true. I
and
would
then and
have
you'd
to
have to
try
climb. You'd
and
have to.
get stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's kind of a quicker situation. Just when you're cornered anywhere, especially in a high up spot where you can't. I mean, if you climb down, he's going to kill you, right? So like, what do you do? I mean, I guess maybe
I
you could break
know.
off some branches and try and sharpen them, and then when you're climbing down, maybe try attacking the killer
Well, he has a
like that.
spear, so that's a long range kind of weapon.
That's kind of tough.
So they could get me.
But if you hide in the tree, like if you're able to hide up in a tree and you're able to lay low for like 2 days until you don't really see them anymore, and they definitely don't notice. Like that's a pretty good plan, I guess, until you could figure out a way to sneak up on them. when they're
If I
asleep
was a
or something.
ninja, I could hop from tree to tree like how they do in Naruto, but I'm not a ninja, so I can't do that. And then I would say I could try to climb down quietly if they fall asleep,
That's yeah.
or I would say, what if they got hungry and they're like, okay, like they're not gonna come down anytime soon. But I feel like they wouldn't follow my logic. Like, fuck it, they're not gonna
Um
come down. I'm just gonna go get something to eat really quick. And then I'll come down and run and get another spot.
yeah, but then there's going to be more footprints. You know, more traces of you, more trails to you.
Yeah, but that'll be okay at this point in time because it's like I'm probably tired. I'm probably just gonna wanna hide somewhere and then I would be able to like ambush them. If I get in a really tight space, they won't be able to use their spear.
Yeah, but I mean, the well, no, they probably could. How tight of a place are you in that a spear can't reach?
Not reach, but it wouldn't do much damage. It's not like they can like throw it at me. I mean, they could poke me and do a little damage, but
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Jinx, get me
Spears,
a soda.
we didn't say it at the same time.
Yes, we did. We literally said I don't know at the same time.
No, I said it, and then you said it right after me.
No,
Anyway,
sir.
oh my god. Uh, I got you a soda though. I can get you a soda. I can get one of those. So yeah, I think I think shit, man. Hiding in a tree. See, that is scary to me because I feel like I would stick out. you know, like oh, somebody clapped at us. All right, but but yeah, like I feel like I'd stick out, and as soon as they hear me breathing, I'm done. I'm done for.
Yeah, you
But
are
if
kind of a mouth breather.
I'm a little bit of a mouth breather, exactly. A cave to me seems like the best idea. Now, this is granted. This is saying there is a cave on the island. I mean, it could be in an island with only vegetation, no rocks, you know, and that would be terrifying. In that case, I'm digging a hole and I'm going to cover myself in mud. I'm going to be like a trap spider,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a basic training when we dug the foxholes. Like I'm going to dig a yeah. So let's talk about that. So like there's no cave, there's no great hiding places. You're pretty much in a forest, and then there's an island with I'm sorry, then there's like a beach area, and there's water. You know, part of me wants to stay near the water because then I'll see somebody coming. But I don't know. I'm scared of like if I don't have any sort of land, if this person is after me, and you know me, I'm a smaller person, just like you're a smaller person. You know, this person could be bigger than us, and we might not be able to win straight on in a hand-to-hand combat. So I feel like you and
That's
I would
true.
need some sort of upper hand of like some
Hit
stealth
them in the
situation.
coccyx.
Yeah, and the coccyx.
Coccyx.
What is a coccyx?
Same thing.
As what? The
As a
coccyx?
coccyx. Coccyx.
Watching your
Coccyx, whatever.
your avatar say that is fucking hilarious, dude.
Coccyx.
Because like the avatar doesn't really animate like lips; it more animates the teeth. It's just silly looking.
Okay, let me see you say it.
Coccyx.
What? It looks literally like coccyx.
No, yours looks goofy.
Coccyx.
Coccyx.
Coccyx, whatever. Hit them in the coccyx or trick them, you know,
Oh
try to
yeah, but how
knock
would you
them
trick
out.
them? What do you mean trick them?
Trip. Trip them.
Oh,
Set up
trip
like,
them. Oh, I thought you said
yeah,
trick them. Well, that's what
no,
we were
trip.
saying. Do we have time to set up booby trap? Like Are we gonna